criticized by your boss in front of your colleagues, or you are being criticized by a family elder in front of your friends. How do you feel that?
Very bad.
Embarrassed.
Thank you. Bad and embarrassed and terrible.
No self-esteem.
We can all relate to being criticized and feeling embarrassed, bad, and in fact terrible. Now, the only bad thing about the terrible is that it stays with us longer than a praise or a compliment. Again, imagine that last time you got a compliment and a criticism in the same day. Which one stays longer with you? Nobody knows it better than the prepared speaker in a Toastmaster column and their evaluator. That is what my evaluator is doing today. But in a complicated social and working environment, we need to adjust and accommodate the criticism in a way to diffuse it and save ourselves from the onslaught which is being launched against us. There are certain techniques you use in a conversation in order to diffuse that situation. My objective is to tell you something about those diffusing techniques, and then I would like to have a conversation with someone as a part of this project in the form of role play in order to apply these techniques in that 3 to 5 minute conversation which I will be having. By the end of that conversation, I will invite you for the observation for any positive or negative remarks or any general observation. Now let me come to the techniques first. And I would like to take the help of this board. The techniques number one, what I say is withdrawing. Under these techniques, we accept the criticism without verbal response. This reduces the temperature and diffuse the tension in certain extent. Besides withdrawing, we have another technique which is called listening. It's a universal one. We listen our opponent and we listen it calmly and effectively. How do you prove that you are listening effectively? You use certain non-verbal gestures such as nod, murmur, and above all, you maintain your eye contact with your opponent while conversing with him and talking with him. The third one is acknowledge. You respect the opinion. This is all about respecting. Respect the opinion of your opponent, regardless of what you believe it or not. When you respect the opinion of your opponent, you are in a way calming him down and bringing at par with you so that he can or she can be able to listen you as well. The fourth one is about agreeing with the fact. Agreeing with the fact. You agree with the fact if your opponent is saying, for example, if K Electric says that, if you say that the people are killed by the electrocution, there is no doubt in it. K Electric is ready to agree with this fact, but it has its own interpretation, which is a separate story. But at least he has agreed with the fact, and that is the only positive point the spokeswoman of K Electric had to say yesterday when I watched her on live TV. The fourth one is asking question maybe When you ask questions your opponent, how and why question, how do you think that? What led you to believe this? You are also exploring his understanding, and you are also facilitating his understanding to find out something more in your favor and finding out some flaw in his or our own argument. The sixth one is, well, moving politely. You know, when you finish your conversation, you need to finish it while your opponent is on the same page with you, or at least smiling, so that you can have a second round of conversation with him due to this graceful exit. If you leave your meeting fighting, you are somehow blocking your way. So you cannot, cannot give a way to your opponent to come to you and convinced of what you want to convey to him. Lastly is about counter-attack. Counter-attack. Now this counter-attack is considered to be to the least favorable techniques that need to be adopted during the conversation, because it further inflame the situation, and that is what we do 95% of the time. If you don't believe me, just imagine some fighting during the rush traffic with a motorcyclist, especially, or two motorcyclists, or one motorcyclist with a car. You can believe me that this is we are right now doing 90% of this counting. I always avoid it, except in two occasions. When I'm talking with K Electric, and secondly, when I'm talking with my wife. Because it is below my dignity to even listen them, let alone acknowledging the fact that they have. Now, excluding these the two areas, I would like to have a conversation with someone, and I would like to apply the techniques that I have. Now, these techniques can be applied in any conflict situation, in any conversation. That could be a war between China and USA, Pakistan and India, and even it is about a frustrated, navally indicted Toastmaster club member who has who want to ventilate his or her grievances against his or her president. So let's have a conversation. The scene is, it is 9 o'clock, and we have just finished a Toastmaster club meeting. A frustrated, newly indicted member came to a president with certain grievances. I am the president, unfortunately, of the Toastmaster Club, and the newly indicted, frustrated, aggrieved member is none other than TM Imran Rana. Now let's see that, observe that what we are doing. Now he is coming to me with the grievances. It is the end of the meeting. Almost 90% of the participant is gone except TM Tala, TM Zaid.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
I have come here to say that I'm here, I'm the member of this club, of your club, for the last 3 weeks. But I've decided to leave your club. And I believe that you are the sole responsible of that. Because I didn't get a chance to break the ice even, and nobody here to talk to me.
Well, thank you very much, TM Tala, for coming to me. Well, actually, you are very much right. When I came here as a newly member of this club, as a new member of this club, the exact same thing happened to me. No one talked to me for 3 weeks. But you know what happened? I take a decision. I went to the Toastmaster. I introduced myself and asked them for guidance. And you know what was the result? I received an enthusiastic response from every one of them. They were eager to help me. I just want to request you to to change your mind like I did and go to them in order to find out what they have to say, and I'm sure you will find them as enthusiastic as they were when I went to them. And as the first part of your second question, you said that I'm a failed president in a way. What led you to that opinion? Can you elaborate that?
The reason is that as you're the president, you're the solely responsible for your club. I'm trying to talk to the people, but there's that guy. He just talk with me politely.
That chai wala?
Not that,
Okay.
but the one with the
Okay.
red tie.
Okay.
So he talked with me very politely, and I'm trying to get to break my ice, but you guys told me that there is no speech slot. What to do?
Okay, I agree. It is terrible that you haven't broken your ice yet. You are still waiting for your first speech. But let me give me an opportunity to explain. There is a defined SOPs in Toastmaster Club member, which is comes first, which is first say, first come basis. I think what you did, you were supposed to contact the concerned person in order to find out a slot for you. These slots are available for everyone, believe me. I think, from my perspective, I think you did not express yourself in front of other people, or even you didn't approach me for a slot. That is why you didn't get it, and it is not a big deal. You will get it.
You said that VP Education has the right to give the slot, but it didn't happen. So, if there are rules and regulations, then Toastmaster, you should have told me before that. So please guide me what to do next.
Well, I actually, these guidelines are available online in the Toastmasters literatures. Once you Google Karachi Toastmaster Club, they have everything to tell you. And the Toastmaster Club International have its own guiding principle, its leadership handbook. They have written everything, including how to vote for a prepared speech.
Okay, I will continue in your club
Oh, thank
only
you.
in one condition, if my grievances have been resolved.
Oh, yes,
And
definitely.
one more thing, I've noticed that all the TTMs here are so proudy. Why is that?
Tell the truth. I have the same feeling. Being a president, I was hesitant to tell this fact to everyone. But I think it is something related to their enhanced status, or they consider themselves the elite of the color, something like that. But believe me, I have learned to live with them. And I have learned this lesson in a very hard way and make my peace with this reality. I request you to follow me in this regard, and that's what I can say.
Okay, I'll just continue with your club
Okay?
and make sure that I'm breaking my ice.
Sure. I'll extend you every possible help.
Thank
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay, so this is all about the conversation based on this. You know what I tried? I tried to listen. I tried to acknowledge the fact that it's terrible that you haven't got the slot. I agree with the fact that every, if they come somewhere, they will got their solution. And especially ask the question, what led you to believe that I'm a failed president? And that's how it's. Thank you very much.